and welcome to another Lawn Fawn video. Today we are introducing our brand new set, Penelope's Blossoms, and its coordinating dies. This set is so much fun for creating your own really pretty gardens. There's a pre-made stamp for easier, quick cards, and then a bunch of smaller stamps so that you can create more complicated and huge flower gardens. So let's go ahead and stamp it out. So first I'm going to stamp out the large flower garden. I love how pretty this is and how it looks really great stamped in one color or heat embossed in silver or gold, for example. But then the really cool part about it is that all of these small flowers, like this one here, they actually coordinate with this stamp. So you can stamp these and use the dies to cut them out and then cover up the flower portions of this larger stamp, which is a really cool look too. We have multiple sizes in the same flower style, which is really great for layering. I love this beautiful rose shape, and I love how there are 3 different sizes. There are 2 sizes in this fun style, and 2 sizes in this style. This is a great 5-petal flower, and I love this one, and this little one there. Then we have some really great vine and stem elements. So, for example, you could take this great little flower here, line it up, and create a flower with its stem. There's another really pretty stem. And then here's another way how you can incorporate the flower both there, and then you can take the smaller coordinating flower and stamp it on that part of the stem. Here's a really classic flower stem, and I love how it looks with the flower attached. Then now we have some fun little sprigs that are kind of like these, where you can just add them into your garden just to create a cool leafy effect. We have this style, a small version, and then we have these fun little tiny elements, like these. These are really fun for adding a berry effect, and then another fun little sprig. One of my favorite parts about this set is this awesome banner. What I love about it is that this set has sentiments that will fit inside of it, but a lot of your sentiments that you already have in your stash is going to fit in this banner too. So this banner is going to be really useful. We have a beautiful congratulations sentiment. And then we have this It's Your Day sentiment. And what we thought about this sentiment was that it could work for birthday, for Mother's Day, even graduation. There's a lot of different events that it could work for. So we love the idea of having a really general sentiment that could work. So this set would be perfect for Mother's Day, which is coming up really soon. And then last but not least, we have the exclamation point, which you can add or not to the end of your phrases. So as you'll see, there are a ton of dies in this set, but they're really great for cutting out all of the elements, and then you can mix and match them. So once you get these, you're just going to bend them to pull them apart, and then you'll have all of these dies here. So you'll see once you get your die out that there's only one way that the die can go. So you're just going to keep twisting it until you find the right way, since all of the flowers are all different and special. And so right there I found it. Then I can put my tape down and run it through my die cut machine. And here now you can see all of the different flowers cut out. I love how cool this large piece looks when it's die cut. And you can even take your banner and either put it on top like this or have this go on either side, so you could die cut too and have a cool kind of filigree going on either side. And then I wanted to show you really quickly how the flowers do truly line up onto this main image. So as you can see, you could stamp them in different colors and line different things up in this cool little garden. This one goes there. Even these larger green pieces will fit on top. So you can layer your flowers on top and create some really cool looks with different colored inks. So I'm starting off stamping my congratulations sentiment in a really light color of ink. And that's because I'm just going to be using this sentiment as a placement to decide where my flowers are going to go, and then later I'm going to heat emboss it. So right now I'm going to be doing some nice 1-layer stamping. I'm just going to kind of stamp different flowers in different colors of inks all around my sentiment and create a fun little garden. So now I'm introducing the color navy, which I love this combo with mint, coral, and navy, and I like doing my darker color with these smaller little elements that are included in the set. It really adds some fun pizzazz. And then I like to just keep adding little elements as I see fit. That's what's so fun about this stamp set, is you can keep adding all of these little parts to create your fun garden. So right here you'll see I'm actually using the actual clear stamp to decide if I want that, and I thought that one was a little bit too big, so now I'm going to switch on over to this smaller one, and that's perfect because I knew I needed a little bit more of the mint color. So it's such a fun way to create a fun and simple design. So now I'm going to be using some Versamark ink since I want to heat emboss my sentiment. And because I stamped it in that light colored ink earlier, I can just go ahead and line my clear stamp up right over my previously stamped image. And now I can add some silver heat embossing powder, just like that, and it's going to stick right there just to my sentiment. And then I can heat it up and make it nice and shiny and pretty. I just love heat embossing. It's so cool. It's just fun. It's magical. I've created a navy card base here to go along with my nice little navy stamped elements on my card. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp a bunch of the flowers in navy ink to create a cool tone-on-tone background. And so it's going to look like I had a custom pattern paper to match my stamping. Here I have some silver lawn trimmings because I thought that would go really well with the silver embossing. I'm going to start off by tying a double knot here on the front of the card. Then my next step is to take another piece of my silver lawn trimmings and tie a bow. I am bow tying deficient, so this is kind of my fake way of doing a bow on a card. So I'm tying the bow separately. Then I'm going to cut off the ends of my knot. And then I decided, because the knot ended up to be kind of big, I'm just going to hide it on the back of the card. No one will know it was ever there. I'll add my foam adhesive and adhere my panel to the front of my card. And then it's time to adhere my bow. So here you're going to see me wrapping the end of the twine there around my finger, and it's creating a curve. And that's one of the things I love about the lawn trimmings twine, is if you wrap it around your finger and just allow a little heat there on that twine, you're going to get a cute little curved bow end, which I love. I'm using a glue dot right behind the knot of the bow, and I'm going to adhere it right on the twine, and it's going to look like the bow is a continuous part of the twine going around the card. And so this is my card. I love that you could replicate a ton of these. It'd be super easy to do, but yet it really packs a punch because those flowers and colors are so pretty. So now I thought it would be fun to create a card with the large image from the set. And I wanted the green ink to be really bold, so I double stamped it so that I'd get that nice bold green color. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp some of the coordinating flowers in different colors of inks so that I can cut them out with the dies and then layer them over top of the main image. And I love how well the dies just match right up, and I can run it through my die cut machine and get a perfectly cut out image. The little die cut flowers are so cute. So right here I'm just cutting down some of my foam adhesive. For these little images, I like to just cut foam adhesive into tiny pieces so that I'll have some nice dimension behind these flowers. And you can see as you start adding the color of the flowers, it really makes that garden come to life. Now with these smaller flowers, I decided to put some glue dots behind them for just a little bit of dimension, but not as much as the larger flowers. Now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this great banner from the set in a purple color because this card is going to be for my mom on Mother's Day, and purple is her favorite color, so I thought she would like the banner stamped in that. And then she also really loves yellow, so I'm really making this card thinking about the flowers she would like and the colors that she would like, which I love that about card making, being able to personalize things to your loved ones. So now I'm going to use the die to cut out the banner, and I love the nice clean look of both of these images and how they're just ready to put on a card. Now I'm using our Let's Polka 6x6 pad, and I love this pink stripe that's in there, and I thought it would be nice and bold for what's going to be a relatively simple card to have some great pops of color. So I've gone ahead and trimmed down a piece to 4 by 5 1/4, and now I'm doing a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base just to have a nice standard sized card. And I'll layer that Let's Polka paper right on top. And then I can start adding my other elements with some foam adhesive, which is just going to give it that extra pop since this is a pretty simple card. I just love the dimension that it adds. It really just makes the card even more special by doing that. this is the finished card. I love how cute it turned out. It's super simple, but it packs a nice punch, and I think it's really gonna make my mom's day on Mother's Day. So this is Penelope's Blossoms. It is such a fun stamp set for both using together with the dies like this to create a cool three-dimensional garden, or for one layer stamping like this, which is really awesome, especially for mass production. I love how cute the flowers and little stems look when you cut them out with the dies. And what's great is you could cut out a ton at once and then piece them together to create your gardens. There's also the main image in this stamp set right here, and all of the extra little stamps fit on top, so you can create some cool color and great looks that way. There's also this awesome banner, which I love, which fits the 2 sentiments in the set, but it's also going to fit a lot of the other sentiments that you have too. The opening is about 3 inches wide, so you'll be able to fit a lot of cool phrases in there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!